Hi everyone, this is my presentation on how proteins stay strong in crowded places. This is on an article by Dr. Gary Pilak's lab about proteins and how they survive and stay working in crowded environments. This is for Biology 105 Lab, and my name is Amelia Aganod. So, what are proteins? Protein is just a fancy word for tiny building blocks in you and me that help our bodies grow and stay healthy. They're essential for us to live, and even when you see a scab, proteins did that to help you heal. Proteins help you function every single day, and without them, you wouldn't be able to play your favorite sports, swim in the swimming pool, go to school, and so much more. Just anything you do throughout your life or throughout the day, you need proteins to do so. In the top right corner, I have a picture of a protein. They look super confusing, super large, and like curly cues, but moral of the story is just that they're super important and they're structurally like this to help out you and me to live each day. And next thing, what is crowding? So imagine you are in a crowd for a popular music artist like Taylor Swift. Well, cells are the exact same way, and that there's so much packed into this confined small space. And proteins get crowded by these other fans or other particles that are also necessary for a cell to do work. And this can be hard on proteins and how they do work when they're in such a crowded environment, like this Taylor Swift concert. For example, if you were to want to run a 100-meter dash inside of a Taylor Swift concert, it wouldn't work. You wouldn't have the room to do so. So, how do cells get over this? Well, proteins need space. Proteins work best when they have room around them to move. So when they are crowded, they can get squished and not want to work well, exactly like if you wanted to run that 100-meter dash in a Taylor Swift concert, it wouldn't work. So how do proteins stay strong? So scientists that are a part of Dr. Gary Pilak's lab, like I said, found certain molecules, which are just small things inside of the cell, like PEG, which is a type of plastic that can help proteins stay strong and working even when in a crowded space. And I have a picture of Dr. Gary Pilak. He's a super awesome guy. And there's different sizes of PEG. So PEG, which is formerly known as polyethylene glycol, but that doesn't matter. That's just if you wanted to have a fancy term for the term PEG. But it comes in a range of sizes. They come in small, medium, and large. So small PEGs stick to proteins like glue and help them stay strong, while large PEGs make space for the proteins to move around, making it easier for them to move around and do work. So essentially, the large PEGs would be inside this Taylor Swift concert, helping move people around so that you could run that 100-meter dash. So why does this matter? This matters because understanding how to keep protein strong helps scientists better understand medicines and how our bodies work to fight disease, like the flu. I even have this little picture down here of like you can see the protein in the middle of a cell and you can see it when it's all by itself for other experimental purposes. So basically, you can see in the cell that there's so much around it and it's hard to do things that it needs to do when there's so much around it. So it's harder for it to do work. So basically, proteins are important for you and for me and for our health in keeping us strong in crowded places. And for example, our cells are very crowded and have so much in them. And proteins and molecules and particles like PEG help proteins do their job so that we can stay healthy. And this is very important for you and for me. Thank you so much for watching my presentation.